According to Larry Bowles, the CEO of the Richmond Hypnosis Center, 110 million people die each year due to stress-related issues. That is 7 people worldwide every 2 seconds. The Hans Selye, the American Institute of Stress, defines stress as the non-specific response of the body to a demand for a change. The purpose of this speech is to inform you about different types of stress, effects of stress, and stress management. I am credible to talk to you about this topic because every human being on the planet Earth experiences stress of some type on a daily basis. I will be informing you about the types of stress, effects of stress on your mind and body, stress prevention, and ways to cope with stress. Stress is generally classified into 3 different categories: acute stress, episodic stress, and chronic stress. Acute stress is the most common form of stress. It comes from demands and pressures of the recent past and anticipated demands of the near future of everyday normal life. The response from this kind of stress is generally short-term and usually unavoidable. It is unharmful in small doses. Mild acute stress can be beneficial. It can spur you into action, motivate, and energize you. The problem occurs when it compiles consistently and persists with no relief. Examples of life scenarios associated with acute stress could be job interviews, rushing to meetings or appointments, making deadlines, giving a speech, or taking a test. Episodic stress is a stress which affects those who suffer from acute stress frequently. In this type of stress, the person feels stress on a daily basis and rarely gets relief. People who suffer from episodic stress seem to be in the clutches of insistent acute stress from taking on too many responsibilities and are prone to ceaseless worry. Since episodic stress is an extended form of acute stress, it has much more potential to cause damage to a person's physical and mental state of well-being. In many cases, episodic stress is self-inflicted by creating self-imposed demands in and ongoing cycles, causing a long-term lifestyle. Chronic stress is a form of episodic stress and is by far the most severe of all 3 stresses. Sometimes chronic stress stems from a traumatic experience that was too dreadful to overcome. In others, it can occur in response to everyday stressors that are not managed well or ignored. Examples of contributing factors that can lead to chronic stress are an unhappy marriage, dysfunctional relationships, extreme financial problems, or a despised job or career. Now that we've discussed the different types of stress, we should cover the impact stress can have on our lives. Substantial amounts of stress can lead to psychological distress, causing mental anguish to those who are unable to find ways to relieve their stress. The Mayo Clinic staff states the continuous presence of stress hormones in the body can literally transform the operation and structure of certain aspects of the nervous system. As a result, hormones can actually decrease the functioning neurons, brain cells, in regions of the brain. People who are chronically stressed may experience confusion, difficulty concentrating, memory loss, trouble learning new information, and problem with decision making. The constant worry and nervousness can create anxiety disorders, insomnia, disrupted happiness and enjoyment, distorted reality, and inflict depression. Stress is a multifaceted malady that affects a person's behavior in many ways. Personality is an individual's pattern of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that characterize that person across time and situations. Personality is thought to be influenced by both an inherited genetic component and by their interactions with their environment. The following changes in personality or behaviors are commonly observed in people who are overly stressed: avoiding responsibilities, withdrawing from family and friends, isolation, eating disorders, lying, making excuses, angry outbursts, and drug and alcohol abuse. When experiencing stress to such a degree where it's negatively affecting your state of mind, your behavior, your physical health is more than likely in intimate danger. Stress hormones such as cortisol, adrenaline, and epinephrine are released in the body in situations that are interpreted as being dangerous, or when experiencing tension and anxiety. This subsequent overexposure to these stress hormones can disrupt your entire body. Even low to moderate stress levels can cause some unfavorable physical reaction, ranging from increased heart rate, headaches, dizziness, shaky hands, heartburn, and upset stomach. But chronic stress has been linked to a vast array of life-threatening health conditions and diseases such as cardiovascular diseases, high blood pressure, stroke, and weakened immune system, making you more susceptible to sickness and infection, which could also result in acquiring certain autoimmune diseases such as lupus or fibromyalgia. After explaining some of the dangerous ramifications of stress, let's explore some options on how to handle stress. You may feel like the stress in your life is out of control, but you can always control the way you respond, and managing stress is all about taking charge. Taking charge of your thoughts, your emotions, your schedule, and your environment are essential components to reduce the stress in your life. Taking care of your body is a great place to start, and it can be easily achieved. All it really takes is some common sense and finding which method works best for you. A balanced diet and exercise is an excellent way to keep your body healthy and melt away stress. Getting adequate amounts of sleep each night is a simple way to tackle stress. If your stress methods of coping with stress are contributing to your greater emotion and mental soundness, it's time to find healthier stress management techniques. Sex can be a great stress reliever and happens to be my personal favorite. With the physical and emotional release, bonding, and release of endorphins, it can and has been linked back to scientific proof. Finding activities that you enjoy is a superb way to decrease the stress in your life. Surrounding yourself with people you like to be around, finding interesting hobbies, pursuing your passions, laughter, meditation, or even seeking counsel from professional help in dealing with your stress are just a few wise ways to stress manage technique choices. Sometimes life can be ruthlessly overwhelming, cause us to feel like we are going insane, and make us want to beat certain people senseless or never step foot out of the house again. The important thing to remember about stress is that it isn't always bad. Stress can help us deal with the inevitable changes life throws our way. The key is knowing how to properly process, manage, and cope with continually everyday stress circumstances. My name is Joshua Martin, and I approve this message.